YouTube, it's your boy Tinker Vision, and we back, man. It been a long 3 months. I'm gonna explain to y'all mid cut, but I'm just back and I'm better, man. As y'all can see, this man is woofing bad. You know what I'm saying? Further ado, we're gonna get right into it. So of course you want to always start your client off by picking their hair and brushing their hair. I'm not picking it all the way through because I ain't really doing nothing to the top. I'm just picking it so when I want a two guard through the bulk of the hair, it'll just come off. As I can see, it's like hanging over. It will be hanging over the fade. My client don't want that. So I just picked the hair and now I'm brushing the hair down, getting prepared for the blade to run smoothly through the hair. And as y'all can see, I'm going over the hair multiple times, just staying consistent, just making sure I'm pulling all them little hairs down so I can get prepared for the fade. After you're done prepping the hair, you want to go on with the lever closed with no guard on, just going above the ear. You know what I'm saying? Today I will be doing a drop fade. It's like a mid fade. So I'm just sending that ball line all the way around the head, going a little bit above the ear. I would normally go with the trimmer, but I wanted to go on with the no guard on so it could make it easier for the guideline to come out. And just a heads up, the angles will be changing throughout this video because I got a new barber chair and it just be hitting a tripod sometimes. So I just had to adjust and just fix the camera. So don't mind that. After you set your first guideline, you want to go on with your lever open, going up 1/2 inch. Staying consistent, going over the hair multiple times so the fade can come out better. You know what I'm saying? The more you go over your guideline, the more efficient your fade will come out. Because you don't want to just go set the guideline and then don't go back over it. You want to make sure the hair is at that one length that you want it to be at. So you got to be precise and just be consistent, just going over the line multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And sorry for the angles, y'all. Once again, I'm just trying to get back in my groove, man. These past 3 months, I just been in school, started school, and that just been taking a toll on me for real, because I really don't be having time to really do what I want to do. But I promise I've recorded multiple videos this day, so I'm gonna just be editing. I'm gonna try to drop 2 videos a week, try my best. And yeah, I'm dropping vlogs, all that. It's ready. Just stay in tune, man. I gotta lock back in with the YouTube stuff. I know y'all been waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, we ready to just get back to how we were before I started school. No excuses, man. I've been making excuses, but I've been procrastinating, but it's all my fault. I take blame, man. But we gonna get back. So after you set that line, you wanna go ahead and take out the bottom line with the lever closed. I did start off halfway, and the lower I go, the more I close my lever. And like I said in the beginning of the video, make sure you stay consistent on trying to take a line out or putting the line in. You want to go over that line multiple times. As y'all can see, I'm playing with my lever, just banging at that line, just trying to take it out. You know what I'm saying? So that line is slowly coming out, as y'all can see. Just banging at that line, lowering the air, adjusting my clipper, just doing my thing. And on this part, I gotta explain myself a little bit. I know y'all looking like, what the hell? Like, why the guideline all the way around the head? But this is how I cut hair on fades and stuff like that. I normally start on one side and then start on the opposite side and do the back of the the back of the fade. That's just me though. I don't know. It's some barbers fade differently. So, you know what I'm saying? I start on one side, bang that side out, then I go to the other side, then I start on the back. That just makes it easier and faster for me. But as y'all can see, I'm staying consistent, just banging at that line, opening and closing my lever. The higher I go, the more I open my lever. The lower I go, the more I close my lever. Brushing the hair back down after I do touch the hair with the clipper. Just trying to get everything back to that one desired length. After you're done taking out that bottom line, you want to go in with your one guard open with the lever, which means one guard with the lever fully open. Push back, you know what I'm saying? And you want to go up another 1/2 inch, just setting that second guideline. Just making sure everything is at that desired length. As y'all can see, I got my brush in my left hand, just brushing everything back down to that length that it was at. The opposite hand, the clipper not in, you want to have a comb or a brush. Me, I don't know. Sometimes I use a comb, sometimes I use a brush, but now I'm using the brush. Everything that I do, I'm just brushing everything down back to how it was so I can see what I'm doing. I can see where I'm touching at. You know what I'm saying? I can see what line I'm creating. You want to go ahead and close your lever, which is the one guard closed. Just try to soften up that middle line. Sometimes the line do come out, but if it don't, you want to go ahead and grab your zero guard. Me, what I did was grab my Andes. But right now I'm just focusing on that middle line, opening and closing my lever. Just trying to make everything blend as smooth as possible. Go ahead and grab my Andes to help that line come out, because as y'all can see, the one guard closed and not take out the line fully. So I went ahead and grabbed my Andes to take out that line. Since the blade is longer than other clippers, the Andes really, like, you can go higher up in the fade. So really, this really like a zero guard because the blade is longer, like I said earlier. But as y'all can see, I'm just taking out that middle line, just making everything blend. Everything looks smooth. But if y'all don't have this guard, y'all will go ahead and grab this zero guard and close the lever all the way to take out that middle line. The Andes Masters is really just my detail clippers. Like, I never use them really with a guard. I just use them when it's a difficult spot to get out, or like I see a line, or like I just replace it for the zero guard, if that makes sense. But as y'all can see, I'm opening and closing my lever, just adjusting my lever as I go. You know what I'm saying? Just doing my thing. After you're done taking out that middle line, you want to go ahead and grab your 1.5 guard with the lever open, which is the same thing as a 2 guard closed, but the 1.5 open just take a little bit more hair off. As y'all can see, I'm just at the top of the fading area right now, just clearing the bulk, just going up another 1/2 inch. Just soften the darkness up, because I want to keep the top of the fade dark, but I don't want it too dark. So that's why I went ahead and grabbed 1.5 guard instead of 2 guard close, if that makes sense. When you done clearing out the bulk at the top of the fade, you want to close your lever and just take out that line that you just created using the 1.5 guard open. Just really soften it up. If it don't come out, that's when you want to go ahead and grab your 1 guard with the lever open, what I just did now. Just using the corner of your blade, just taking out any dark spot you see higher up in the fade. Now I have my 2 guard on with the lever open, just at the very top of the fade. I could have used my 1.5 guard, but that had to bring the fade up too high. So right now I'm just in a fleck out motion, just clearing the bulk at the top of the fade. Right now I just got my slim lines. I'm just cutting all the excess hair off around the head and at the top of the beard, because the beard where you get faded, you have a coarser hair beard, you don't really gotta do too much. It's the same fading technique, but you just fading backwards, if that makes sense. So right now I have no guard on at all with the lever open. And then at the top of the fade, I just close my lever. The more I drop down, I open my lever. And then I go in and grab my 1 guard with the lever open. And then the little line I create right there, I close the lever to take out the middle line. All right, now I see like a little dark spot, so I'm just doing a little detail work. It's never too late to go back and fix something. If you see something, you can go back and fix it and just put the little detail work in, and then you cool. But there we go, that's the fade. And right now I just got my 1 guard on with the lever open, just cutting down the hairline. Pardon me, man, I know my arm is in the way half of the time, but y'all get the picture. I'm just cutting down all the little baby hairs that's on his hairline, getting it prepared for the lineup. After you got everything down to that desired length you want it to be at, you want to go ahead and use your Tresemme hairspray, or any hairspray, Spritz, Tresemme. That's the only ones I really use. Some people use Got2b glue. Just use whatever hairspray you prefer. Then after that, you want to go ahead and blow dry it, make sure everything dry. Then at the start of the hairline, you always want to start in the middle. My client do have light spots in the corner of his head, so you want to just line it up as if it was hair there, if that makes sense. And the angles was changing because like I had to basically change the angle so y'all can see, because my body was going to be in the way if I didn't change the camera angle. So, you know what I'm saying, I helped y'all out, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I say, you want to imagine the hair being there. You don't want to dig into the hairline, into the light spot, because that's going to be a bad sight. It's going to look bad. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep everything as natural as possible. And just wait till the end result, man. Like, I ain't use no fibers, no enhancement, none of that. Like, technique that I do is just crazy. Like, it just make everything look so much more sharp. And right there, as y'all can see, I hit the box area, just hitting the last hair, just making everything look natural. You know what I'm saying? It might look like I ain't do nothing, but just wait until I do my method, man. Like, everything just come out so sharp and make it look like you put fibers or enhancement in it, but you really didn't. But the same thing I did to the left side, you want to do to the right side. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever you do to one side, you got to do the same exact thing to the other side. Not really digging to the corners. Like, you just got to just keep everything natural, man. There's not too many good natural barbers out here. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all. Most barbers will probably put enhancement. Now, I know the cut not finished, but like most barbers will probably put the enhancement on there, the fibers. You know what I'm saying? But just stay tuned, man. Just watch me work. And I just want to make this clear. There ain't nothing wrong with enhancement or nothing like that. I use it here and there. I don't use enhancement. I use fibers. I use it here and there, but like if the client don't want it, you should be able to give a sharp cut without giving like any add-ons. Like if the client don't want enhancement, not really feeling enhancement or nothing like that, the cut should still look sharp without it or with it, if that makes sense. But right there, y'all see what I did with the C cup. I start at the bottom of the C cup, and then I make a little tiny line at the top of the C cup, and I meet each other in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Just, I'm ready to do the same thing to the other side. Just stay tuned. Just watch and learn, man. And here go for the good part, man, to bring the cut all together. This not really my method. It's just called hot towel method. Not too many barbers use it, but like this is my biggest thing. I do this on most of my clients. It just make everything just look way more sharper, 10 times more sharper, 10 times more natural. Like it just make the cut like just, you know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and lay a towel on her neck, spray some water on it, really don't matter the temperature. Grab your shave cream and then have a towel and your hot towel warmer. If you don't have a hot towel warmer, you want to go ahead and just put it in the microwave for 25 to 30 seconds and it's going to come out hot. After like 15 to 20 seconds of it sitting on their face, you want to go ahead and just wipe all that shave cream off. And like, yeah, and while the towel on their head, you want to go ahead and grab your razor, just put the blade in there. And like, yeah, after that, you want to just do your razor work. All the little hairs, brush it to the front, and then just take it off with the razor. Because there's a lot of hair that just be like coming over the hairline. So you just take it off. Like, you just angle your razor, stretch the skin, and just do your thing. But yeah, man, this service right here is the best to me. Like, it's over enhancement, it's over the fibers, it's just over everything to me. Like you can still put it on after this, but like I just feel as though like this just make the client just feel so much better, like feel like they at home, if that makes sense. But the same thing I did to the left side, I did to the right side, so I didn't need to put that in the video. After that, you want to go ahead and spray your hairspray again, and then just reline everything up, and everything just gonna come out sharp. Like, y'all just gonna see, man. I'm gonna get back with y'all once I take out the razor. But yeah, another thing, if y'all ain't peep, I did change my trimmers to my hitters. So like after the hot towel method, you want to grab your hitters, like the best trimmer you have that just take out any little hairs that you see. You want to use the trimmers, those trimmers, if that makes sense, because like the cut just gonna come out 10 times more sharp once again. But yeah, I'm just let y'all see me work, and I'm gonna get back with y'all with the razor like I said before. After you done lining everything up for the second time, you want to go ahead and lean your client back, grab your razor, and just do what you do best. You know what I'm saying? This is my favorite part, to be honest. Like, this the kicker right here. Like, this the one thing that just bring the whole cut together, the razor work. Like, just stretch the skin. Make sure you stretch the skin. That's number one right there. Like, that's the number one key, so you won't cut the client. Because you don't want to cut your client. That's going to make, like, you feel like, damn, like, you just going to feel bad after you do it. Like, I did it before. That just made me feel like, yo, I really just effed up my client. Like, not even effed up. Like, you got an excuse if it's a pimple or something. You just cut a client on accident. Like, that just make you feel, like, crazy a little bit. But, yeah, as y'all can see, that line is crazy. Like, the same thing I did to the right-hand side, I'm doing to the left-hand side. It's the same exact thing, man. Just bringing the whole cut together. Stretching the skin, have your razor at like a 45-degree angle. And yeah, don't be scared to use the razor, man. Just do your thing. After all that, the cut is done, man. Spraying my alcohol, burning his face off. You know what I'm saying? That spice. But that cut sharp, man. I try to tell y'all I'm back and I'm better. Like, this is naturally also. Like, just keep that in mind. But I appreciate you if you made it to the end of this video, taking 18 minutes out y'all day to watch this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Tinker Vision. We out of here.